Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today marks the first day we step into the world of Star Wars. I am pretty excited. I love Star Wars like any decent person should, and I've watched all the movies and read quite a few of the novels. Sadly, I've yet to finish The Mandalorian, and I still haven't fully watched The Clone Wars. It's definitely a shortcoming, but I am planning to overcome it soon. Anyway, as I said before, I love Star Wars and all of its characters, but the sequels have delivered, something new. Definitely something new. In fact, they have split the Star Wars fandom into two groups, especially over the building up of some of its characters. Now, I have a lot to say about what took place in the Star Wars sequels, and as such, I've decided to do something about it. So, today, I am starting a Did Right, Did Wrong series for this channel, where we will look into each Star Wars sequel character and see at least 3 things Disney did right, and 3 things they did very wrong with our famous Star Wars characters. As always, remember that everything I say in this video is just my opinion. You do not have to agree with my opinion, it's just my opinion. Don't forget to hit a like if you enjoyed this video, and to subscribe because it would be greatly appreciated. With that, let's dive right in. To start us all off, we have the most famous sequel character of all, Rey. What Disney did right. Now, I decided to choose one factor from each of the 3 sequel movies to try to describe what Disney did right with the character of Rey, but first, an overview. Rey is the main protagonist in the sequel movies. She lived on the desert planet of Jakku for most of her life as a scavenger for ship parts, but then a droid named BB-8 and an ex-stormtrooper named Finn barge into her life and get her involved with the resistance against the First Order. Rey finds that she has strangely powerful Force abilities and uses them to battle the First Order. She also has a strange connection with the main antagonist, Kylo Ren, a Dark Jedi who serves under his Sith Master, Snoke. Rey finds that the best way she can help the Resistance is by finding and bringing back Luke Skywalker, the last of the Jedi. When she does find Luke, she gets him to train her in the Jedi ways, but Luke soon realizes her strange power and fears it, refusing to train her anymore. He won't go back with her to save the Resistance, so Rey goes on alone, arriving just in time to save the last of the Resistance from the First Order attack, and being able to escape before it's too late. Then, Rey and her friends find out that Emperor Palpatine, the evil Sith Lord from the Old Empire, has returned, and they must find him and defeat his forces before he unleashes them on the galaxy. Rey is able to join forces with Kylo Ren, also known as Ben, and is able to stop the Final Order and save the entire galaxy. Okay, I hope that was an understandable overview, since I just summarized over 6 hours of film runtime. Now that we have somewhat reviewed Rey's past, let's see what Disney did right with her character. Let's start with the first of the new trilogy, The Force Awakens. Right point 1. Rey's past was a mystery. Now, I personally think that The Force Awakens is the best sequel movie, and I really enjoyed seeing Disney introduce all these new characters. Rey had been stuck on Jakku for so long, and we found out throughout the movie that her parents had left her there, so she had just been waiting for them to come back. But we as the fans were left with so many questions. Why was she left there? Who were her parents? Why did she stay on the planet instead of going to search for them? Did she know about a secret that assured her that her parents would return one day? And perhaps the biggest question of all, how did she have such a connection with the Force without any training? The mysteries and questions that surrounded Rey at the beginning of the trilogy were quite intriguing to see and to theorize on, and so this scores her 1 point on my list. Moving on to the second film, The Last Jedi. Okay guys, I have to remember that this video is all about positives and not about any negatives. So, I must stay focused on what Disney did right. Okay, here we go. Right point 2, Rey's inclination to the dark side. In The Last Jedi, Rey asks Luke to train her, and when he finally agrees, we see that Rey tends to be drawn to the dark side of the Force. As soon as Luke begins to train her in earnest, Rey's mind connects with the Force, and she almost immediately is drawn to the dark energy of the strange black hole on the island. No matter how hard Luke tries to bring her back, she becomes more and more entangled in its cold grasp. And the big thing, she doesn't even try to fight it. Suddenly, water sprays out at her from the hole and she snaps back into reality, but Luke already could see her power and the dark side of her abilities. Even after Luke tells Rey never to venture near the pit, Rey sneaks off one night and jumps into the hole, unafraid, with curiosity guiding her actions. She sees a vision in the hole and later exits it safely, but her willingness to touch and mess with the dark side intrigued me greatly. And as Master Yoda once said, once you start down the dark path, forever will it dominate your destiny. Would this truth of her dark side connection affect her journey later on? We as the viewers didn't know. Again, the mystery around Rey was intriguing and thus scored her another point on my list. Onward to the last Star Wars film, The Rise of Skywalker. Right point number 3, Rey's fight with Kylo Ren, aka Ben Solo. Okay guys, up to this point in the trilogy, we've seen Rey as this incredible, amazing person capable of anything and everything with little to no struggle. But in The Rise of Skywalker, Kylo Ren, or Ben, whichever you prefer, confronts Rey and they have a lightsaber duel. So far, whenever Rey challenges Kylo Ren, Rey wins the fight with barely adequate lightsaber handling, while Kylo Ren loses in some of the most humiliating ways possible. But on Kef Bir, hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Rey has to really fight to even stay on her feet. She battles Kylo Ren, but instead of always pressing ahead as usual, she struggles against her enemy and actually has a real challenge that she has to overcome. A challenge that is both mental and physical. This is the best thing that Disney could have done for Rey at this point in the trilogy. Though she does win the duel in the end, she still has to work to preserve her life and only wins when the death of Leia Organa Solo, Kylo Ren's mother, hits him hard through the Force. Rey's skills were tested and her mental state was shook by the battle. And for a character to be built up through struggle makes them more relatable and more interesting as we see them overcome their obstacles. For those reasons, Rey's fight on Kef Bir earns her another point in my checkbook. And that sums up this video. The things that Disney did right with the character of Rey. They gave Rey a mysterious past, an intriguing dark side inclination, and a true struggle and duel that tested her as a person. These are 3 points that I will say Disney did do right. But, like the sides of a coin, this video is broken up into 2 parts. Remember to keep an eye out for the next Star Wars video to come out, which will take on the second part of this video, Rey, 3 things Disney did wrong. Now, that video will be fun. Anyway, don't forget to like it if you enjoy my content, and subscribe if you never want to miss a video. Thanks for watching, and may the Force always be with you.